we speak, Karthi is en route to Delhi, but Republic TV's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami and our editors in investigation Prema Sridevi had this very exclusive conversation with Dr. Subramanian Swamy, and this is where the case and the troubles for Congress are escalating. Let's listen in.
Dr. Swamy is with us right now. Dr. Subramanian Swamy, we can see him on the frame right now. He is in the airport. Dr. Subramanian Swamy, if you can hear me, the question to you is, earlier in the morning we were listening to you speak to the media, and you said that one arrest is due in this entire case, and that is the arrest of the former finance minister, Mr. P. Chidambaram himself. Mr. Swamy?
Yes, correct. Correct, absolutely, because these sections of the law which are being applied to Mr. Karthi Chidambaram include those which arise from his father committing a crime under the Prevention of Corruption Act. So, therefore, once it has been established that there has been pecuniary advantage, and Section 13, bracket 1, bracket D, part 3 is squarely where a minister enables a relative or a friend pecuniary benefits from his decision. So the crime is the FIPB decision in the INX and later on in the Aircel Maxis matter. And here, therefore, now that Mr. Karthi Chidambaram has been arrested, this is a turn of his father also to be arrested.
Well, Dr. Swamy, can the buck only stop at P. Chidambaram? Because in the Aircel Maxis case, the same thing happened. In the INX Media Case, the same thing happened. So we are talking about two cases here, but I'm sure that there must be many more cases where such illegal clearances were granted by the then finance ministry, by the finance ministry then. So can the UPA or can the Congress actually say that the Congress was not in the know-how of this entire scam?
Well, there's 24 FIPB clearances where Mr. Chidambaram has committed a crime, and therefore it's quite clear that the Congress should have known about it. And in fact, very often Chidambaram bypassed what the Congress had decided, which is that it's not the FIPB which is clear, but it should be the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. And he bypassed that committee, and that was illegal also. And so the Congress people, ministers of that CCA cannot pretend that they did not know this. And so therefore they are just bluffing. But then there are so many congressmen are also in other different cases that they may be looking for excuses for themselves just now.
Dr. Swamy, though we know that the CBI FIR speaks about the role of the finance ministry and as well as the former finance minister, Mr. P. Chidambaram, I just want to ask you, what are you hearing from your sources within the agency, both the ED and the CBI? Do these agencies really have some concrete evidence or concrete proof on the role of the former finance minister? If so, what kind of evidences do they have?
Well, you see, the issue is this, that the concrete proof is only one proof, that he signed the FIPB approval. And that they have. They don't need anything more. And now they have got Karthi having received the money from the same people. The moment he signs approval, Karthi's consulting companies start getting the money. And at least in one case in the INX, the Indrani Mukherjee has in fact confessed on affidavit that she gave a bribe. And there are other cases where FIPB clearances could not be had because of money paid to Karthi, but also even appointments to meet the finance minister, he got money. So there are lots of cases. I think they've got a big litigation ahead.
And what is Congress going to do now? They are backing him, but when the former finance minister is glaring at arrest, Congress in a big trouble as a party because they were at power.
Well, not only they are in trouble, but they themselves are under bail. No, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. The income tax has now completely clinched the case for me. The next hearing is on 17th March. And I am sure that on National Herald matter also, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi will have to go to jail.
Well, Dr. Swamy, what next? Because I know that you have been personally following this case since a very long time, the INX Media case as well as the ASL Maxis case. And we also know that the people that we are talking about are people who still wield a lot of power and lot of clout in the power centers and power circles of New Delhi. And let's not also forget, Dr. Swamy, about that case of that file, a very important file of the CBI which was found in P. Chidambaram's residence when that raid was conducted, and that was a file which was supposed to go to the court, but it first went to the former finance minister's residence. So this is the kind of power that these people wield. What next in this entire case, Dr. Swamy?
No, now he'll be subjected to, Karthi will be subjected to custodial interrogation and confronted with what the auditors have told the CBI and ED. And thereafter, Mr. Chidambaram will have to be brought in, and then the charge sheets will be filed, and then the trial will begin, and that's when they will be formally be convicted and go to jail. The proof is tremendous. I've never seen a more open shut
Dr.
case.
Subramanian Swamy just said, Prema, that 24. Dr. Subramanian Swamy said, Prema, that 24 licenses, no, 24 FIPP clearances. I heard Dr. Swamy tell you that 24 FIPP clearances were falsely given by Chidambaram. Now, that is a very important point Swamy is saying. So, you may want to ask Dr. Swamy, are these separate cases or linked to this one?
Well, absolutely.
Is he saying that besides this there are 23 others? Maybe you would like to elaborate on this
Dr.
matter
Swamy
because that's a new revelation.
Not talking about. Well, absolutely, Arnab. Dr. Swamy is not talking about one or two cases, but Dr. Swamy, let me come back to you again. You are not talking about one or two or three cases here. You're talking about 24 cases of FIPB clearance approvals. What are these cases all about,
That's
and
right,
who is involved in these cases, Dr. Swamy, and who gave those clearances?
Chidambaram, in all these cases, Chidambaram has given these approvals. And Air Asia, for example, then Vistara airline, that's Tatas are involved in that. There's a hotel case in Delhi. So there are large number of cases, and they are not the same case. INX is one separate case.
But Dr. Swamy, have these agencies, both the CBI and the ED, you're talking about 24 cases here. We know that the ASL Maxis case is being investigated both by the CBI and the ED. We know that the INX Media case is being investigated by the CBI and the ED. But the rest of the 22 cases that you're talking about, is investigation underway in these cases?
Well, the basic data is available, but both ED and CBI are understaffed, and those good officers like Mr. Rajeshwar's case, his promotion has been held up only because he is against Chidambaram. Finance Ministry is sitting on it. Nobody seems to be accountable for it. He's been cleared all the way by all selection committees, everything. And right at the finance secretary's table, this is lying without getting
Dr. Swamy, are you
put up to the...
saying that all...
Yes.
Yes, Arnab. Yes, Arnab. Yeah.
Yes.
Prema, one more point to Dr. Swamy you can put to him.
Arnab?
Should Karthi PC and Indrani Mukherjee should be put in the same room and subjected to interrogation, joint interrogation of Karthi PC. And I'm saying PC because the problem is Swamy says that nobody talks about PC, but maybe there should be joint interrogation. Prema, you can put that question to him.
Dr. Swamy is smiling there, Arnab. He's just having a good laugh there. Dr. Swamy, the question is, you heard the question. The question is, should Karti Chidambaram and P. Chidambaram and Indrani Mukherjee be put in the same room, and should all the three of them be or should all the three people come face to face on this entire issue?
Well, that's part of the interrogation system, and I'm sure they'll be confronted with the Indrani's thing face to face. I'm 100% certain that will happen.
Okay,
That's an option they have.